What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, subscribe and make sure you subscribe because we're gonna have a blast. And we just made a new Discord server, so make sure you go down in the link of the description and click the link and join the server. We can jump into our next thing, which is go down to the task manager and make sure you have enough RAM, because for me, I think RAM is your most important part of your computer. Really, it is. RAM for me, I think, is the most important part of my computer, because mainly your RAM is your active sites that you can have on. So you can have like YouTube, you can have Discord, you can just have a browser open, you can have OBS, you can have all that type of good stuff open. And eventually, once you like get to that storage that you eventually have nothing of, you can't open anything else. You got to get rid of something. And mainly in a pre-built computer, you have 8 gigs of RAM. Normally, if you buy a pre-built. So this, I have 32 gigs, which I've never like gotten close to even running out. And down here it tells you more stuff that you have available, tells you how much is in use, and your speed of your RAM is very, very important. And I'm going to talk you through that. Your speed is your FPS, your performance, how fast your computer does things. And this speed is very important. My RAM in my computer can get up to 3,600 megahertz. And right now I have my computer set to 2,600 megahertz, which I'm going to show you guys if you comment down in the description and want a tutorial on how to up the speed of your computer to 3,600 megahertz. I'll show you guys, but right now I have it set to default, and this is the recommended version. But if you turn your speed up, you're going to get almost double your FPS, and it's very effective. So now that you have enough RAM, make sure you have enough RAM. Just make sure. Next, you want to open the control panel. So now that I have the control panel up, you want to go to System and Security. Once you do that, go to Power Options, and you're going to see a power performance like kind of thing. And this is how much power your PC draws to power your PC, and it gives it more performance. What your PC is going to do is it's going to it's going to be unbalanced once you get in here. It's always going to be unbalanced. Your PC is never going to be set on high performance like out of the box, but it's going to be set on balance, which is like mainly recommended power. And you can go to high performance to get the max energy that you want out of your PC, better FPS, better performance, faster. And this is what this does, and I recommend it like fully. But now you want to go back on your control panel, you want to go to System, and it's going to put you to your system settings. Now you want to go to Advanced System Settings over here in the corner. Now you want to slide this over, and you see Performance here. Now this is your visual effects and everything, your animations, everything that you see on your computer. Okay, this right here, this is everything that you see on your computer, your animations, like everything that I was saying. And you can disable that on just one thing. You can set it on appearance, which is it enables all these, and it's like really good quality on your main page, but it like puts your performance down since it's doing more things at a time. Adjust for best performance. This I mainly do like a lot. You get a lot of performance selecting that. But the thing is you have no like quality on your main page. So like right now, this moving wallpaper that I have on the back screen, you won't be able to have that. Like if you enable just for best performance, you ain't gonna be able to have a moving thing. You ain't gonna have animations. You ain't gonna have quality. You ain't gonna have anything. You're just gonna have performance. And this appearance, you're gonna have all the appearance you want, but less performance. So I mainly have it on Let Windows Choose, and this doesn't really have anything or like a lot of things selected, or like all the things selected, but it has some of the things selected, so it gives you some performance, some appearance, and it just makes your computer look a lot better. That's what I have it on. If you guys want to go full performance, that's what you guys want to click right there. But I don't like it on because I do like appearance, and I'm going to leave that just the way it is. But if you guys want more performance, go here. Okay, now that we're done with that, we're going to get into the next thing. And that's pretty much all you got to do in your PC that I know of. If you guys know different tricks and ways, comment down below, and maybe I'll do a part 2. I probably will. But they do make add-ons to make your PC run better, and this is what this is. So simply, I'll have all the descriptions of 3 down in the description, but this is the one that I see most effective, and I'll like leave that link separate to make sure you guys know that this is the one that I think is most effective. So now we're gonna load into this, and once it pops up, what you're gonna see is you're gonna see this page, and what you're gonna see is this is a free thing, but if you guys want to get more from it, you can go to Super Boost, you can go to Auto Boost, you can get auto update drivers and autos like scan and stuff like that if you register. I think it's like 11 bucks a month. It ain't bad, but yeah, it's just free, and it gives you a lot of performance that it does already give you. Things that it gives you scans, it gives you what you can run, and you can even get a guard from it. But let's go to Boost. It tells you all your stats down here and your temperatures, and now we're just gonna go to performance before we run a game. You want to hit scan. Now what this is going to do is it's going to scan all the junk on your computer, like all the unused files, and don't worry, it ain't going to like delete files from your computer. It's just going to delete all the cache. So like if you're like doing like other things like on things and like yeah, on stuff. But now we're just going to hit fix and let it fix here. And it ain't gonna do all 7,000 items. It might do like say 1,000, but it is gonna clean it up a lot, and it's gonna scan the files that you aren't using and actually the ones that you are using. So this, it won't delete anything that you are using and what you do use. It's just gonna use the stuff that you haven't used and like all that other stuff. Okay, now that it fixed everything in our thing, we can go back to Boost. We can say run a game. We can run any of these. We can run Among Us, Control, Core, Fortnite. I don't even know what that is. We can run Roblox, Rocket League, Rogue Company, and even Valorant that I have, but it's not on here. We gotta add it. But let's just run Fortnite to show you the good FPS performance. So now once you hit Boost, it's gonna immediately delete the page and run Fortnite. We're just gonna wait for it. Okay, now that we just loaded into Fortnite, we're gonna get the extra boost and we're gonna get everything that we changed. But now I'm gonna tell you the settings if you're new to PC. One thing that I do want to say is your graphics. Now, what I do in my videos is the only way that you can get 4K in your videos is you have to film 4K. Like you can't just like convert it to 4K if it's not 4K quality. Like you have to like do it on 4K. And I run my PC on 4K only when I do videos. And I still run really good, actually. But one thing if I'm playing with my friends, I don't like work my PC too hard. And I have my smart fans on right now, so if you can hear them, I'm sorry, but my PC is very close to me. But normally my fans are really quiet, but I have my smart fans on now, so the higher temps is the higher like quality. So once you move up the quality, your GPU is gonna get hotter because it's working harder to perform that 4K quality. Now right now I have mine setting low because 60 FPS, you want to make sure your monitor can handle it. Like you don't want to turn up to like 240 FPS and your monitor cannot handle it at all. And my monitor right now is 4K Ultra, so it's like really good graphics, but the refresh rate is really bad. So this is your refresh rate, really, I think of it. So if it has 60, this is 60 hertz, so your 60 FPS is really what I think of hertz, and 240 hertz, then you can move it up to like 240, 140. That's all like things to put on your monitor. And right now mine is 60 FPS that I'm playing on right now, or 60 hertz or whatever. But I'm gonna turn it up to the max, and it's not supporting that, so I still can support it. But it's just not good for the monitor because it doesn't like support the refresh rate that your PC is actually running. To start us off, we're gonna go into your settings, and we're just gonna do this in the lobby for now. Right now, this is my settings that I normally have, but sometimes in game I'll put the textures to high and the effects to medium. This is mainly my settings here. This is what I run right here. But if you put all that to low and you put this to epic, this is 4K right here. For me at least. So right now I'm seeing a massive amount of change in lobby. You might not be able to see it because I have different settings on OBS, but right now you can see that right here this has to do a lot with your internet. If you have bad internet, you're having bad FPS. And right now, I probably have 50 ping right now. And this is what you're going to do. So if you have 0 ping, I'm guarantee you're probably getting to get like 70 FPS right there. But one thing is, you have 4K quality here. And you're getting 60 FPS. Like, that's crazy. And this is Lachlan's first time streaming on 4K. And he even made a video about it. And let's see his FPS.
Level, even the map,
the FPS ranges between 70 and 60, and let's check that out. What doesn't look
beautiful is that frame rate. We going near 60.
And then it ranges from, so his FPS is really small too, and it's like, that's kind of a nice, like, area for the FPS to constantly go in 4K, so you ain't gonna get much higher than 100 FPS in 4K always. But he's also got lower ping, but let's get on to the video. I just thought I would add that just to make sure that, yeah, because he just posted a video that he's actually uploading in 4K, and I just wanted to show that to you guys. Okay, let's continue with the video. Like, it is really. It's not a lot of FPS, but on 4K, a lot of streamers like have a big amount of FPS, but you gotta remember, they're not running 4K. I see a lot of streamers turn their quality all the way down, and when you do that, you're gonna come back to this, and you're gonna see, oh, why is my quality so bad? Well, it's all to do with 3D resolution. So if you guys move this back, it's gonna see like more pixels, and it just looks disgusting. So one thing when you do is when you move this back, you're gonna have to move that all the way up, and it's gonna make your picture look a lot clearer. And that's one thing that you mainly want to do is when you move down your quality like that, is you want to make sure your resolution is the same. And now one thing that I do run is as I was saying before, is I run high and I run low, or I run medium. So make sure your textures is your most important part, so that's why I put it up higher than normal than all these other ones. Shadows, I don't really get shadows at all because I don't have them on. And mainly I don't like them on because there are a lot of distractions when you're in a battle. You just see a random shadow and you're gonna like think to shoot at it. So these I do sometimes like, but sometimes I absolutely hate them. But effects, they've really upgraded the effects in the last update for like say minis, half pots. They really upgraded the effects a lot. I mainly do sometimes run this on Epic because the effects that they added was so like realistic that it actually looked pretty good. Sometimes I run this on Epic just to see those new effects, but this is just all low. And motion blur I don't really have on at all. But now we're gonna move up our FPS. And remember, if your monitor does not run this, I wouldn't like play a game with it like this. Okay? Okay, but let's move our FPS up some at a time. So this is all the amount of FPS you can get. Now right now I'm gonna do 120. We're gonna hit apply. We're gonna head back to lobby, and we're gonna get a lot more FPS. And what FPS is, it kind of sharpens your picture a lot more, and it makes your picture look more realistic, and it makes it feel more realistic in game. Because when you're playing on 60 FPS in game, you're gonna feel the game feel choppy, really. But when you move your FPS up, say we're gonna move it to like 140 now, your FPS, your like control is so much better. Like, the more, it doesn't feel choppy, it just feels smooth. And that's when everybody is good at editing, because it just feels smooth for them. Let's move it up to 165. See, we're doing good. This is the FPS down below. You guys should be able to see it. Yeah, you should be able to see it. But I am seeing a little bit more in game because I do turn the quality down in OBS a little bit more, but not really. It's OBS is still producing in 4K quality. So let's head back to, let's see what this thing's got. Let's go to 200. And as you can see, I still have 200 FPS down here. And really a lot of streamers don't go past 240 FPS because monitors aren't to that age yet. Like, they're just getting to 360 hertz monitors, and that's the max that it really shows up at right now. And there's a lot of more things that people have in mind to boost your FPS and to boost your ping. But right now, these are the main things that I'm showing you to do, and a lot of people don't know about this when they move to when they move to PC. But right now I'm gonna move it to 240, and this is what a lot of people run at actually, and it's pretty surprising. And they don't run at 4K quality, trust me. Pretty much every streamer runs this exact like settings here. We're gonna move it to unlimited, and we should be able to get a little bit more past 300, but it's gonna be choppy. So right there you can see probably 400, almost 500 FPS right there. And it is just like completely insane right now, because you're getting the performance of your PC. It's pushing all that energy towards your PC. So right now I'm seeing, like right now it's getting almost 600 frames up, and it's putting more down. So it's keeping that, like, it's keeping that force up. But right now I'm seeing probably 400, probably around 490 to like 480 to probably 550, because I am seeing some 5s in there, and it's absolutely insane, because after you change some of those settings, it is completely insane with your FPS. And I didn't even flick all the settings, because the one settings that I saw in your system settings, I didn't even flick that. So if you flick that and you have no animation to your whole blacktop, you're probably getting 600 FPS, which is absolutely insane right now. So if you go back to lobby, boom, done. And yeah, so that's pretty much what it is. It's just that simple. So once you go to the more graphic stuff, it is gonna go like that hovering range. And once you go to different, like all that type of good stuff, it is gonna arrange between how graphic the picture actually is. Because the way it got a little lower, because right now it's getting 400 to 300, right now it is looking at the picture. So when you're looking at the whole picture in the background, you're gonna notice that, oh wow, it is getting a lot more stuff, because it's just how FPS works. And if you guys don't like normally know how to boost your FPS, that's how to boost it. And your ping, the only thing that I could really say about that is you have to have up-to-date internet. And your internet does have firmware that you can like update, and it's just like wicked. So yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta say for like really FPS wise. Yeah, so when you go in game, I sometimes run 40, but since it doesn't like stay, I don't run it in game because how much action it is on my monitor. And I'll play some games here, but I'll have to turn the FPS down a lot because I don't want it to like completely mess up my monitor. We'll just do like 240 for now, because I don't want it to oversend my monitor too much to where it's pushing itself to where it's gonna, yeah, have problems. But right now I have no. Check this out. As you're gliding, you are gonna feel a little dip in your FPS, and right now mine isn't bad. So if I turn mine up to like 200, I bet I'll get pretty close to that, because your FPS when you're gliding is really bad. Like it's supposed to be really bad, but right now it's keeping this little area, and it is really good. And once you get your ping down, because my ping is stable right now, and that's like pretty much my average ping, it's pretty good. But when you get your ping to 0, your FPS like shoots up like crazy, and once you turn your RAM speed up a lot more to 3600, it doubles your FPS in like an insane amount. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to. Oh, okay. Like this game, like the dynamics actually ran. Say, why can't I hear you better? None of my sound settings right now. So I was doing the video, so I just turned them on. I have a little control panel that I can turn my sound settings on. Right now I'm just gonna play this game through, and as you can see I'm getting really good frames that I just have it set at. But yeah, if you do those other settings that I told you to do, like the performance settings and just like upgrade, it's gonna get rid of some of the performance. It's gonna get rid of some of the performance that I told you that I didn't want off, because I do like some of the performance blow up. My frames are like a lot higher. And right now, this is only like my third time in here. And this is actually pretty interesting because I was wondering how my FPS would actually run in this because there's a lot of animations here. But it's actually doing really good. Like system settings, it's actually going to get a lot better. I'm going to try to do okay. It might be a little hard to hear. I'm never gonna comment down below if you guys what? Dude, no way! Yeah. Come on, I gotta at least keep yeah, that's not great. I am a lot better when I get one. But no way. Why do you need? I didn't even touch you. Oh, I did. I was gonna say I didn't even think I hit him, but. Boy, can you like get out of your box, please? Okay, now we gotta get out of here. But as you can see, what? Dang it, dude. Okay, I don't have that much heals. I gotta be... What? But, guys, that is mainly what I think of boosting your... I don't have anything all the way up, even. And just having this settings is good enough for me. I like it this way. That's pretty much all I have to do. And I'm telling you guys... is a lot of these guys that do these research videos want you to change your whole entire computer. This is what I think is a good rated spot to get your FPS up if you guys did not know that at all. So this is what I think is a good place to start. So yeah. So this is what I think boosts your FPS a lot. And if you guys have any recommendations to do a part 2, and I'll add some stuff in the part 2 video. Leave it down below. I probably will do a part 2 on the next season coming up, maybe, or maybe even sooner. But this is what I think is good for boosting your FPS. Make sure to join the Discord in the down below in the description, and make sure to subscribe for more. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. So we'll see you guys in the next video.